Hey everyone, have you ever felt stuck? Like you have big dreams and ambitions, but somehow you just keep ending up in the same place day after day? You set goals, you make plans, but that initial burst of motivation fizzles out and you find yourself back in your old routine. It's frustrating, right? You might even start to think there's something wrong with you, that maybe you just don't have the willpower or discipline to succeed. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. There's nothing wrong with you. The real reason you feel stuck has to do with a powerful, ancient force that's been running the show for millions of years, your own brain. And here's the secret your brain doesn't want you to know. It doesn't actually want you to be successful. It wants you to be comfortable. Let's dive into that. Our brains are incredibly efficient survival machines. For our ancestors, survival meant conserving energy and avoiding danger at all costs. Anything new or uncertain was a potential threat. That strange rustling in the bushes, it could be a predator. That unfamiliar fruit, it could be poisonous. The safest strategy was to stick with what was known, familiar, and predictable. That's the land of comfort. This ancient programming is still hardwired into our modern brains. Your brain sees your comfort zone as a safe little fortress. Inside, everything is predictable. You know what to expect. There are no surprises, no threats. Your daily habits, from the way you make your coffee to the route you take to work, are all designed to automate your life and save precious mental energy. Your brain loves this. It's a low energy, low risk state. Success, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. Pursuing a new goal, whether it's starting a business, learning a new skill, or getting in shape, is inherently uncomfortable. It's a journey into the unknown. It requires you to do things you've never done before, to face uncertainty, and to risk failure. To your brain, this is a five-alarm fire. It screams, danger, unfamiliar territory. Let's go back to the couch where it's safe. This is why procrastination feels so good in the moment. When you put off that difficult task, your brain rewards you with a hit of relief. You've successfully avoided discomfort. You're back in the safe zone. Every habit you have, good or bad, exists because it serves this fundamental purpose. It saves energy and keeps you comfortable. That mindless scrolling on your phone. It's a low-effort way to avoid the discomfort of a challenging task. That extra slice of pizza, it's a quick, easy source of pleasure that soothes the stress of a long day. But here's the paradox. The very thing your brain craves comfort is the biggest obstacle to your growth. Comfort feels safe, but it's a cage. It prevents you from learning, evolving, and becoming the person you're capable of being. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Think about it. When was the last time you truly grew as a person while you were completely comfortable? It doesn't happen. Growth begins at the exact point where your comfort zone ends. That feeling of discomfort, the one your brain tries so hard to avoid, is actually a signal. It's not a stop sign, it's a green light. It's your mind's way of telling you that you're stretching your abilities, that you're entering new territory, that you're on the verge of change. When you go to the gym and lift a weight that feels heavy, your muscles feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is the signal that they are being challenged, and that's what triggers them to grow stronger. When you're learning a new language and you stumble over words, feeling awkward and embarrassed, that discomfort is the sign that your brain is forging new neural pathways. When you're giving a presentation and your heart is pounding, that discomfort is the sign that you're building your public speaking skills. The key then is not to try and eliminate discomfort. That's impossible, and it's a battle you will lose against your brain's powerful survival instincts. The key is to change your relationship with it. You have to learn to see discomfort not as a threat, but as an indicator of progress. You have to train your brain to tolerate it and eventually to even seek it out. So how do you do that? How do you consciously override millions of years of evolutionary programming? You start small. You can't go from living a life of total comfort to climbing Mount Everest overnight. That would be too much for your brain to handle, and it would trigger a massive resistance. Instead, you introduce small, manageable doses of discomfort into your daily life. Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't walk into the gym for the first time and try to bench press 300 pounds. You'd start with a lighter weight and gradually increase it over time. The same principle applies to building your discomfort tolerance. Start with something tiny. If you always take a warm shower, try ending it with 30 seconds of cold water. It's uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous. It's a small way of telling your brain, hey, we're stepping out of our routine, and look, we survived. It was okay. If you're shy, make it a goal to say hello to one new person each day. If you hate waking up early, set your alarm just 5 minutes earlier than usual. If you want to write a book, don't focus on the entire book. Just commit to writing one sentence. The task itself is less important than the act of intentionally choosing discomfort over comfort. Each time you successfully complete one of these small challenges, you're doing something profound. You're rewriting your brain's code. You're teaching it that discomfort doesn't equal death. You're showing it that there are rewards on the other side of that initial resistance. You're building evidence that you're someone who can handle challenges. This process creates a positive feedback loop. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the easier it is to take on bigger challenges. Your comfort zone doesn't just get pushed back. It expands. Things that once seemed terrifying will eventually become your new normal. Remember, your brain is a tool. It's an incredibly powerful one, but right now, it might be running on its default survival-focused software. If you want a different life, a life of growth, achievement, and fulfillment, you have to be the programmer. You have to consciously and deliberately train your brain to embrace the very thing it fears. You must choose the path of voluntary discomfort. Choose the workout over the couch. Choose the difficult conversation over the silence. Choose the blank page over the distraction. Each time you make that choice, you are casting a vote for your future self. You are telling your brain that comfort is no longer the ultimate goal. Growth is. This isn't about being miserable or punishing yourself. It's about understanding the mechanics of your own mind and using them to your advantage. It's about recognizing that the feeling of resistance is not a wall, it's a doorway. And on the other side of that door is everything you want to achieve. So the next time you feel that pull toward the easy, comfortable option, I want you to pause. Recognize it for what it is, your ancient brain trying to keep you safe. And then take a deep breath and deliberately choose the slightly harder path. Choose growth, because that is where your real life begins. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mastering your mindset. Let me know in the comments one small, uncomfortable thing you're going to do this week. Let's do this together. See you in the next video.